What's up, everybody, and welcome to Classic Commentary. My name's Mason, and today I've got a pretty sweet Omega Lowly L33T gameplay for you guys. It's a free-for-all on Favela where I go 75-2. So even if you guys don't like the topic of today's video, hopefully you can stick around for that and maybe hit the like button. That being said, though, there's been something on my mind recently, something that I just can't get out of my head. And that's what happened to Xbox, man. Look, I grew up with Xbox, and maybe some of you didn't if you're complete losers who grew up with PlayStation. No, I'm just kidding. But I personally grew up with Xbox. I had the very first original huge Xbox console with the even bigger 300-pound Duke controller. And that thing was just an absolute beast. Do you guys remember the menu on that thing? Like, the menu just felt infused with gamer Mountain Dew energy. I don't know. There was something about it as a kid where it really felt like the people developing these user interfaces, the games, and just everything all around considering the console. It felt like they got it. It felt like they were gamers making things for gamers. But I have a specific memory on Halo 2 that I want to talk about real quick. And it's on Halo 2. I was playing with my friend Nick. And I remember I felt like messing with him. I wanted to lie to him, scare him, or maybe just troll him a little bit. I guess I was born a troll, but he came up to this ledge and for some reason we were being hesitant about looking over. And I was like, yo, I saw something down there. Be careful. There's something down there. Oh my goodness. And he didn't believe me. He's like, shut up, man. Like, there's no way you saw something down there. And the truth is I didn't. I was just 100% lying. But he walks up to that ledge and a million enemies pop up out of nowhere. Those insects that can fly in Halo. I don't know what the name of that species is, but they just start flying everywhere. And he freaks out. I start freaking out even more because I was like, wait, did I just put that into existence? Because I didn't see a single thing. Anyways, just stuff like that. Another little memory I have. This is on the Xbox 360. Arguably the best console of all time. And I just remember playing the Halo 3 campaign last mission over and over and over again. The one where the floor is exploding. You're trying to get off into the Pelican with the Arbiter and the Warthog. Everything's just madness. And it felt like the most fun mission I'd ever played in a video game. I must have played it 100 times. Now look, the original Xbox was good, but the 360 was even better. I remember back in the day, the 360 had a special Netflix app, and this is like 2009. Netflix is not big. Netflix is not a thing. Neither is streaming really in general. And you could go into a 3D model of a theater with your little Xbox avatar with your friends in your Xbox party and watch movies together. That's barely even a feature today on streaming services where you could do like a watch party. I think the only one I've ever seen it on is Amazon Prime, and I don't know. It just blows my mind that it seemed like Xbox was so ahead of its time back in the day. You had features like that. Like I said, you had the Xbox Marketplace where you could custom design your avatar. Your friends list felt special and unique. It was capped out at 100. So it's like, who was your friend on Xbox? Really got to be made important. You had to pick and choose. It was almost like MySpace back in the day with the top 10. But anyways, where am I going with this? Xbox these days just sucks. It doesn't have that gamer appeal, and it doesn't feel like anybody at Xbox is making things because they love gaming. And it's just such a shame. The Xbox One was a complete flop. We all know it should have been called the Xbox 720, and we all know that they should have never led with it being an entertainment console as opposed to a gaming console when it launched. That was the biggest plunder of all time. PlayStation trolled on us Xbox fanboys super hard that year, and it hurt. And I don't think Xbox has ever recovered. Look, the management, whoever's up at top, Phil Spencer, no one's listening to this, but I'm going to be preaching anyways. You guys have to get it together. It seems like these days, all the people at Xbox care about is Game Pass. They don't really care if you buy an Xbox One or a Series S or a Series X or a Series W, whatever terrible branding name they want to drop of a console this year. They just care if you're subscribed to that monthly Game Pass. And it's really a shame. You can tell in the games that they produce, in the studios that they let go, these poor game developers who just get cut because they want to spend $80 billion acquiring Activision. It just feels, I don't know, like we're going down a dark path that we're never going to turn around on. To me, gaming used to feel special. It used to feel cool to be a gamer, like you were in a secret club. Like I would play NFL Street on my original Xbox, and I remember my dad coming home and telling me to stop playing and hiding like my Xbox controller, but then I snuck around the house and found it. And I remember on the 360, all the countless memories that I made trick shotting on MW2 or playing Gears of War using the Hammer of Dawn, playing different campaigns, Halo Reach, like just so much, I don't know, so many memories. That's how I'll say it. And these days, it feels like they don't care about us making memories. They don't care about putting out a good product. All they care about is a monthly subscription. And I mean, I guess that happens. It's the time we're in. Everything's streaming, everything's subscriptions. They just want endless revenue. And instead of putting out a good finished product for $60, they'd rather release a beta of a game and then promise you that it's going to be made better over time with updates and patches for an endless subscription. Look, this year was the first year I didn't buy the next gen console of Xbox. I decided to spend my hard-earned money, and it hurts to say this, on a PS5. I think that it's really worth it for the exclusives. I don't play much multiplayer on PlayStation, and most of the gaming I do is dedicated to my personal computer these days. And for Microsoft, it seems like they don't really care. They're okay with me using my PC, getting my subscription for Game Pass, even though I don't have it, but in theory, and just letting me play the games on my computer. And I mean, I guess it makes sense. Microsoft owns Windows, Microsoft owns Xbox. Maybe business-wise, it works out somehow. But that culture and that feeling of being a gamer, playing video games, staying up all night in your Xbox party, it just doesn't exist anymore. Some days I really wish I could still go back on that Netflix app and watch stupid, dumb horror movies with my friends like I did in 2009. And even though talking on Discord with the boys playing Marvel Rivals is fun, it just doesn't have that same feeling. And I don't know where everything went wrong. So to all the people at Xbox, please try and bring gaming back to gaming. It's not about streaming Netflix. It's not about streaming Hulu or music or Spotify or whatever. It's not an entertainment console. It's a gaming console. And I think we could all use a little bit of that nostalgic feeling these days. I know I could. But anyways, thank you guys for listening to me rant a little bit. I appreciate every single one of you who watch. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace out, guys.